Okay, so we've got our last two games in the Europa Conference League phase, playing our Turkish rivals apparently, and hopefully a very easy win against the Bosnian team. Can we qualify? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with me, D-Boy Plays. As mentioned, we are kicking things off with a game against Trabzonspor. I call them our Turkish rivals purely because we've played them already before. Literally, yeah, we played them in the Europa League last year. So sure, we're rivals now. Just a little update on how things have been since we last met. We haven't won. We lost 2-0 against Torino, which was really, really irritating. And we drew 1-1 against Brescia. In which Eddie Salcedo got injured, which was a little bit frustrating. Really nice goal from Gedson Fernandez though to take the lead, but then we lost. We lost that and ended up drawing the game, which is very frustrating. But we're not worrying about the league at the moment. We are focusing on the Conference League. 2 games. I feel like we should be able to qualify. I almost would say that we've almost guaranteed our qualification with how things are currently going, just based on how things are going. I think if we beat Trabzonspor, we're through. If we lose to them and we beat the Sarajevo, I think we're through in that as well. I think we're through. I think we are through. So I'm not overly worried about things. Other team news. Oh, that was something I was going to say to you. Yeah, so Salcedo is gone. Let me go back here. But we have got a transfer scheduled in the shape of Ivilo Kalakanov. Yeah, I can't say his name. But this is again, it just popped up in the scouting thing. Potential wonder kid. Looks really, really decent. Again, no reds in there, which is really good for an 18-year-old. He's going to be coming in January. We had a little bit of money come in. We got the board came to us and said, do you want an increase in transfer budget? We're like, yes, please. We'll absolutely love that. And he looks decent. So he's going to be one of our new youngsters, going to be helping us out in that cam area of the pitch. Not that any of the players necessarily need replacing right now, apart from maybe Della Morte, but it's just so we've got a little bit of extra depth there. Okay, into our match against Trabzonspor. Immediately with a highlight to us. Palumbo with the ball out on the left, crosses it in, cleared, and Coppola picks it up. Cometio out wide to Fabrota, crossed in, can't find a teammate, and now Trabzonspor start a counter-attack. Bardi plays it through the middle, lovely control from Destan, but he sends it over the bar. Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about this competition, in all honesty. I did have a little bit of a look through the league as well. Hang on, let's see what happens here. Cleared Della Morte, Barantes, Palumbo, Fabrota, I'm just saying names now, sent over the bar. I did have a little look through the league, and there are actually some half-decent teams in there. You see the likes of Vitoria, or Boa Vista, Anderlecht, Midtjylland, I think we've mentioned before. Athens are obviously doing pretty well in there, Legia Warsaw. So there are some good teams in this competition. Obviously not the best of the best, but especially compared to our level, pretty decent. So maybe we'll do okay. If we can reach the quarterfinals, I'll be happy. Semis would be awesome as well. Obviously, final would be great. But I think at base level, if we make the quarterfinals, I'll be very pleased with the performance in this. Fabrota moving the ball forward though, makes it past his man, still going. Gets his cross in. Home goes for goal, sends it just wide. Home is back from injury, by the way. So he hasn't played for the last 2 games. So he might be a little bit rusty. 0-0 at half-time. Nothing particularly exciting has happened. We're controlling possession so far. Keep that up. And hopefully we can. Both wing-backs on bookings, though. I think Roeslev's going to come off fairly soon in our first usual 60th minute substitutions. Musa playing the ball wide, and Cham now tackled by Fernandez. Pass to Home, back to Barantes. Again, we're really good at moving the ball around, which is, I guess, is part of this tactic. We've picked up a penalty, though. It's Noah Geenholm stepping up to it. Please don't miss this one, or you're going to make me question everything about having you on them. Great finish. There you go. 50% accuracy with penalties now. 50% conversion rate. Nicely done, though. Takes us 1-0 up against Trabzonspor. And when we played them last year in the Europa League, we beat them 2-0. I wouldn't mind replicating that this year again. Suleiman to Kadem in the middle. And Cham played in the middle. Good goal from Kokoc. Okay, spoke too soon. Don't think it's going to be a 2-0. A 2-1 maybe, lads? 2-1 would be nice. Basically, don't lose. Massive amount of space, though, on the pitch. Really good goal. You'd hope Mero would get a hand to that, but never mind. Wasn't to be. I think we're going to be looking at making our changes here. Yeah, let's do this now. We'll take off Roeslev just because he's on that booking, and his rating's not the greatest. We'll just swap him out there. I think I want to take Odin off as well, just because he is due some rest soon. How is Rico looking? Rico apparently is in very good fitness. Might bring on Rico for Fabrotta a bit later on. I noticed that he has had a knock recently. I don't want him to come back too soon from injury and then, you know, spark more problems for him. We'll chuck a bit of encouragement at them as well. Cometio, forward to Palumbo. Back with Cometio. Really nicely worked. Noah turns his man. Was that a shot? I hope not. Maldini loses the ball, and now Trabzonspor are controlling possession. Now they're moving the ball around nicely. Mert forward. Bardi. Great ball forward for Rizvan. Sends it into the back of the net. Was he offside though? I think he may have been off. Yes, he was. Yeah, timed his run not as well as he should have. But what are you going to do? Never mind, fella. Fine, we're happy with that so far. We have a corner now. Palumbo to play it in. Can he find the head of a teammate? Yes, he can. Noah Geenholm at the back stick. Takes us 2-1 up. First game back after a few games out. And he's already scored 2. Love to see this sort of thing. Really good header. Leapt miles above the other players. You can see them getting all annoyed at each other as well. That was quite good little animation. Yeah, we're going to make some more changes. I think we will take off Fabrotta and give him a bit of a rest. Get Rico out there. Let him have a run around. I'm going to take off Barantes for Mingo as well, just because he did pick up a knock earlier. It looks like he's okay. And I tell you what, we will take off Fernandez for Kreshki. Why not? Don't need to have the entire team absolutely knackered, do we? Ball back with Mere now. Coppola in the middle to Kreshki. Finds Maldini. Can he set up a teammate? Can't quite get his pass through. Mingo starts play again. Palumbo over the top. Finds Maldini. Noah Geenholm with a hat-trick on his return to the first team. Things you love to see. And that was very unselfish of Maldini there. You don't notice that much in this game. Usually in that opportunity they'd be trying to work it in on goal, but he's actually passed it to Noah in the middle. And he's got his hat-trick. Hopefully that has put the game to bed. Della Morte now, through the middle. Doesn't look like Noah's going to get onto that. Samavi back to Nur. In the middle, Adem finds Rizvan over the top. Well-timed run from Suleiman. Tries to dink the keeper and hits the crossbar. You got to feel for the lad in that moment. Wow, Athens are absolutely dominating their game. Same with Apoel, actually. It's quite scary looking at some of these results that happen here, because we saw it with Lille on a couple of games. You just noticed teams absolutely smashing other teams, which is, I'm guessing, is down to the fact the teams they're playing are just in worse leagues. But 3-2. Please don't let Trabzonspor bring this back. We do not need that to happen. Again, very well worked goal from them. It's Rizvan again. Rizvan Kokoc. Can we just Can we just hang on to this? We've got 5 minutes of injury time. Ball played wide. Can't get the tackle in. And Ali Aaron. Good tackle from Henry. Glad that wasn't a penalty. That would have really annoyed me if that had been a penalty. Delamorte back to Cometio. In the middle to Kreshki. Played over the top. Noah Jean Home. In on goal. 4 goals for Noah Jean Home. Wow. I think the highest we had in a game was Comey. He scored 5. I think that was in Serie B, possibly. It was in one of the first 2 seasons because he didn't really play for us when we did Serie A. But that is very nice. Okay, not the most comfortable of wins. Did let them in a couple more times than I would like to, but good. A 4-2 win over Trabzonspor. Still yet to beat us. Maybe next year, lads. Unless we end up playing them again in this competition. I feel like that's us through. That has to be us through because none of these teams can chuck us out of getting qualified. Yeah, we're through on this. Fantastic. Cesar Barantes picked up a bit of a knock. Qualified for the round of 16. Excellent work. Well, we are going to still show you the last game against Sarajevo because why not? Bit of fun. And yeah, we can see off this league. Here we are, last game in the league phase of the Conference League. We're against Zeljeznicar Sarajevo. I tried, okay? I tried. Sarajevo. We're playing against Sarajevo. That'll do. Yeah, we've done well to get through this. We've done really, really well. Confident performances have got us qualified. No massive changes once again to the lineup. Rico's coming in at left back. Ryerson's at right back. Gatti, Mingo and Cometio making up the centre backs. So everybody else is pretty much the same. We're putting out a good strong team against these boys. Very confident of a win. Should really absolutely smash these lads. I think they're quite low down in the league. So yeah, I'm expecting a positive performance. Cool. Into the last match. Here we go. Would it surprise anyone out there to know that I don't know a single player in their team? Not a single player. And I'm not going to be trying to say any of them because we saw how well Zeljeznicar went. It might not even be their name. Ryerson moving down the right-hand side. Holding the ball up well. Back to Fernandez. Maldini in the middle. Home can't quite get his shot away. Cleared by Lakota, I can say his name. Yeah, Zeljeznicar, fine. Home, back to Cometio, down the line, great ball to Henry. He crosses it in, can't find the head of a teammate, but Ryerson picks it up on the other side, goes for goal, and saved excellently by their keeper. For a corner now. Any chances? Goes for the back post, but Noah sends it over. Unlucky Sam. It looked, I mean, Lille have absolutely dominated this. I feel like Lille are probably the favourites for this tournament. Vasic, I can say that name. Cleared, though, by Ramos Mingo. And Home now taking the ball forward. Can he hang on to possession? Can he make it past his man? Plays it to Ryerson. Maldini. Great ball forward to Noah Jean Home. Lovely composed finish as well. 1-0 up. At home as well, worth mentioning. So we're in front of our own crowd. So they get hopefully going to have a really nice, entertaining match today. What a ball through. Music, apparently, or music probably. Lets his man go. And Noah gets the opening goal for us. Was it a tight offside? Nah, not at all. Go on now, don't be silly, VAR. Don't be daft. And is that going to be us at the top of the table? No, it isn't, because Lille have scored. Damn it. God damn it. All right, fine. Sarajevo looking to start something, but Fernandez tackles. Played over to Gatti, and now it's forward Maldini. Another great ball forward through. Odin Thiago Home as equally composed as his home teammate. The Home's getting on the score sheet. Very nice. And Maldini, just wonderful assists from him. Both of those setups are absolutely fantastic. This is what I like about that front three. They're very good at setting each other up. They always play well. Okay, they're not always playing well, but they regularly play well. And it's good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy to see these things. Palumbo plays it in. Good save. Back out for a corner. It's a very, very quick corner highlight. We've got another one here, though. Another chance at it. Back stick. Noah's there. I think the tactic that I've set up for these guys, a lot of people do the near post tactic, which is fantastic, but the far post tactic actually is just as effective. We do get, especially having like Noah at the back there, really, really helps out. I think if you do near post, it's good to have a player next to the taker, because it draws a man nearer and then it gives you that bit of space. But when you're doing far post, you don't really need to worry about that. You just need someone that's good in the air and good at heading. Ryerson. What's he going to do with it for us now? Play back to Ramos Mingo. Fernandez through the middle. Again, really nice link up. Is Maldini going to get a goal? Sadly not. That would have been nice after his 2 assists. Henry with the throw now. Thrown in. Can't find a teammate. Mingo back out to Henry though. Cometio. Henry again. Cometio again. Mingo to Fernandez. Goes for goal himself. That was an ambitious attempt. Well, there we go. 3-0 up at half-time. A very, very strong performance. Look at that XG. Absolutely brilliant. Very happy with the number of shots. Got quite a few complacent players now, which I don't like. And the entire bench is complacent as well. Jesus. None of them are going to want to come on, which is annoying, because obviously I do need to make some changes. Their keeper launches it forward, but nobody's there. And Ramos Mingo now begins possibly an attack for us. Gatti now finds Maldini. Fernandez into Palumbo. Over the top to home. Heads to his home mate. Hat-trick for Noah. Back-to-back hat-tricks in this competition. Very, very, very impressive stuff from him. I'd be curious to see how many goals he's scored in Europe so far. I was, again, really unselfish. Really unselfish of home. You would have expected maybe to control it and absolutely tonk it at goal, but he decided to set up his teammate, which is very nice. Very kind of him. Maybe he knew Noah was on the hat-trick. Brilliant. Right, I think with that happening, I'm actually going to take Noah off, just because he's on that hat-trick. I don't want him to risk getting any injuries or whatnot. And I think also as well, again, look, it's complacent and uninterested. Not my favourite body language stylings on this game. I think we will take off. I think we'll take off Cometio actually here for Butera. Why not? Help us hang on to this result. Silva still looking complacent. I would like. I mean, seeing as we're playing this game, you'd think Silva's probably got a good chance of actually scoring in this game, because he doesn't do it often. Maldini with the corner plays it in. Gatti finds the back of the net, and that's goal number 5. Absolute goal fest. Things you love to see. It's nice to see one of these every now and again, isn't it? Sometimes they're usually slightly tough games, but it's nice to have a game where you're just dominant and you absolutely humiliate the opposition. We are going to take off Thiago home for Della Morte, just to give him a bit of a rest as well. And let's take off Palumbo for Busquets as well. Why not? And I might just leave the changes there, you know. No one else seems that fussed about the game. Understandably, no one wants to come on because the team are winning. It's kind of like, what's the point? We're not going to have any impact. But then there'd be a little bit of me, especially if I was a striker, I'd be thinking, get me on. This could be a game where I've got a chance of actually getting a goal or 3. Throw me on the pitch, boss. But that's apparently not the case. Gatti now plays it to Ramos Mingo. Back to Gatti. Are we gonna get goal number 6 here? Fernandez. Gatti again finds Busquets. Butera now. Forward to Busquets. Takes it down to the left-hand side. Back to Butera. Again, really, really nice link-up play. Della Morte now. Goal for Della Morte. He's one of our own. Oh, and a little cartwheel to celebrate as well. And that's goal number 6. This is silly. This is silly now. Very impressive, though. Very confident way to get ourselves through to the next round. And it's good to have games like this as well, because they'll hopefully help improve our league form by giving us a little bit of confidence. What is the score in the Lille game? Out of curiosity. Oh, no, can't scroll any further because games have disappeared on that view. Never mind. Gatti to Gedson. Busquets through the middle. Fabio. Misses. He hasn't scored in quite a long time, which is concerning. But it doesn't matter. 6-0 win. Absolutely smashing our XG. Really good win for us. And once again, we are unbeaten in a league phase in Europe. Not only unbeaten, but won every single game. And yeah, incredible performance from home there. Loads of money coming in. Very, very nice. That is where we are going to end things. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you back for our round of 16 game, which I believe, yeah, it's going to be in March. Maybe that's a bit long, actually. What we might do, that seems like quite a long time to wait before we do that. Why don't we come back for the Lazio and Milan games? Just because we've not been focusing on the league that much these last 2 seasons. It'd be nice to put a bit of attention onto that. Also, Lazio and AC Milan are obviously above us in the league, so it'd be good to play against them, see if they're going to be too much of a challenge for us. But yeah, we're going to come back for those 2 games, and we'll see how we get on. That's where I'm going to leave things, though. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a like, and if you want to continue the journey that we're doing with Pro Vercelli, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Other than that, though, look after yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, Bella.